Welcome, I am Captain Moron. I am a casual Marvel Snap streamer bound to boldly find card synergies that no snapper has found before. I play a different deck every week. I really try to theory craft. I love the RNG in the game. I'll stream it on Twitch Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights for just half an hour, and then I'll review how the deck went and highlight a preview of the next week's deck here on YouTube. Okay, first off, I started the week at rank 48 with 5 cubes toward 49, ended rank 50, 6 cubes toward 51, so that's a total of 21 cubes. Honestly, it felt like I did worse, so I was happy to end up in the positive. Iron Man and Mojo were very helpful, and of course Death. Anytime you get Limbo with this deck, it's like delicious, something you definitely want. You can see here 42 power, got 8 cubes on that one. Another point is Wolverine served pretty well. In fact, I had someone play Hobgoblin on me and then Galactus with Wolverine today. I thought that was a clever move. That's something I might be willing to try. A deck with Green and Hobgoblin and then plan to Galactus that Wolverine over. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good gap, especially if you can get Nova down. Here was the ideal to get the double deaths after Moon Girling and then put the Iron Man down on the last turn. 54 power. I don't think anybody ever beat me with that. Here you can see where Titania shine. Great card for the last turn of a game, especially in a deck like this where it's all planned for the final turn. That was excellent. And one last highlight, and this leads me into the MVP was Galactus. I mean, how could it not be, right? I call it Death Star because Galactus is the destroyer of worlds. The Death Star is the destroyer of worlds, and Death was involved. This move just highlights why it's Galactus, right? Played Green Goblin and then put Galactus here. That's all I had to do. Now, the surprise for this deck, I'm a little sad to say, was that, you saw Wolverine was decently helpful. Green Goblin, you saw that one highlight, but I don't think they were worth it. This deck involves a lot of retreating. You get messed up a bunch of times. You might not draw Galactus. So, the takeaway is, I'll show you what I might suggest for a different Death Star deck. Really focus on getting Galactus out of your deck. And you need to do that with Adam Warlock and then stack these heavy power cards. Now, you need Psylocke and Electro so you can play Galactus as early as possible. Killmonger is crucial because you get Central Park and you're toast. You get to breed, you're toast. Because you need an empty location. And there's just nothing you can do without Killmonger. Often, if you land Galactus, you're going to win, but the trick is drawing him and being able to play him. And you can find this deck, I will name it Death Star, on MarvelSnapZone.com. Now, the AGATHA we've all been waiting for. For so long, I've waited to get AGATHA Harkness. I love the RNG of the game. I would love to get Ego. The first title I got was Ego Take the Wheel, so fitting, and I finally got AGATHA Harkness, and I've been trying to make a deck work with her, and I got it. I call it Apathetic AGATHA because Agatha's problem is she doesn't discriminate when it comes to locations. She'll put Jubilee on a full location. She will put any card on Death's Domain and it will just die. She doesn't care. So I try to put cards in here that are relatively impervious to location. Kazar, doesn't matter where you play it, it's still going to buff your ones, and we have Squirrel Girl. And again, matters less where you play that. Worst case scenario, you play it on nowhere and you don't have squirrels, that's fine. Jubilee, she can play on full locations, and she does, sadly. But Thor I thought was especially good because you get that Zero Mjolnir, she'll probably play it. Colossus and Armor impervious to the death. Scarlet Witch you can play, and if the location has some kind of negative thing going on, like Jotunheim or something, it's just changed. Hood's fine because, play it on Bar with No Name, you're fine. Play it somewhere else, you're fine. You can put other cards there. So, it's been working really well. I'm really excited. And, like I said, don't expect to see me on Twitch this week or the next week, but the following week, I will be streaming. I will probably stream this deck Tuesday night. I'll be doing a different deck Wednesday night and a third deck Thursday night because I'll switch up after this week the deck that I play as well. So I'll review all 3 of those decks in my next video Here's where to catch me on Twitch, twitch.tv/IamCaptainMoron. And I look forward to seeing you around. Have fun snapping, have a happy holidays, and don't forget, I am Captain Moron.